Sean McAnally here with Dr. Bill McAnally. Today we're going to talk about brain and nerve. We're going to talk about the brain and nerve product and how the ingredients, all the plants that Dr. Bill's put in there, how they all work together to support your brain and your nerve system in your body and apoptosis, all the pathways. It's no, I don't know how you'd say that. It's no wonder why Dr. Bill named these brain and nerve and pathways products, because they work on the pathways for the brain and nerve and also have some other great effects. So Dr. Bill, tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, all of these plant foods work on pathways. Mm-hmm. And what's interesting is there are just a few plants that are considered adaptogenic. Mm-hmm. That helps you handle stress, mental and physical. They've never understood why, because there's no active ingredient. But the combination of all the ingredients do amazing things. The first country that really recognized the value was Russia. They hadn't been winning hardly any gold medals, mm-hmm. and they got ginseng. In this case, it was Korean ginseng, but it really comes from Russia. Mm-hmm. And the roots of it, and all their athletes took it, and they performed better. You can test a product that may be adaptogenic. You give it to rats, and rats don't have any placebo. They don't know what to expect.
Right.
You drop them in water, and they can swim 30, maybe an hour longer, 30 minutes to an hour longer, if they've had that, if it's truly an adaptogen.
Oh, wow.
Then when they start to go under, they pull them out and look at the code, and sure enough, it has an adaptogenic effect. Well, ashwagandha helps all these pathways. There's enough broad spectrum.
Oh, wow.
And it's synergistic it's anti-diabetic, anti-over-metabolic. It's synergistic with zinc. And zinc's one of the minerals we have in our multiple vitamin.
Right.
It's here's a synergistic combination that has been put together and tested. It's called Protandim. And it's got something you may have heard of before. It's got ashwagandha, mm-hmm. bacopa, mm-hmm. which is our next ingredient. Mm-hmm. Got silymarin, curcumin, which are in, mm-hmm. All of these are our ingredients. It's almost as if they copied our products. Anyway, they're all synergistic together. Mm-hmm. And they work on several pathways. This is PI3, AKT, and it jumps over to the MARC pathway, mm-hmm. which it gets over there through the G pathway. And it's amazing how these pathways are interconnected and modulated. So they found that this combination helps virtually everything work better. Mm-hmm. Especially, that's important because these products have been shown to help stroke models. Mm. Like they have stroke models they can use and check to see if it crosses the blood-brain barrier or not, and has an effect. Mm-hmm. So it's every one of these ingredients have been shown to help in their stroke models. Mm. So that's why it's in the brain and nerve.
Makes sense.
And there's also synergistic, mm-hmm. with killing oxaliplatinum and pancreatic cancer. So that's
another side benefit.
Yeah. And it works with everyone they test them with. They just haven't tested it, mm-hmm. with everything yet because it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
To run these tests, and every now and then someone has some free time and they'll test one of them because they've seen something happen to a patient
Sure.
and they wonder about it. I know I get calls from doctors all the time that, what's in this stuff?
Yeah.
How does it work?
Yeah.
So here we have Go-To Cola, and it's a potent, and recently has been shown to help with your telomeres too.
Oh, wow.
And this crosses the blood-brain barrier, so we wanted to be sure that we help give life to our brain cells.
Sure.
And what they did is they took some old people and young people, and this is a controlled clinical study. And the old people that were taking this, their brains looked like they were performing like the young people.
Oh, wow.
So that's a good study. Let's see, that's 2019. So that's about 4 or 5 years. I'm sure glad we put this product together.
Yeah.
Because they are proving now, last year,
How well it works.
how well it works.
Right.
So this is great information. It's synergistic with everything they test it with. We've got all these studies, you can look at them. It protects these plant combinations, protect the stomach,
Oh, wow.
just the mucosa. I thought that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably why a lot of people take these and say, I don't have the indigestion they used to have.
Right.
And it's really designed for the brain.
Another side benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's synergistic with anti-tumor effects with vincristine, which is from the vinca alkaloid from the little flower. So that makes it work a lot better with a lot less toxicity. And it helps all kinds of lung treatments too. Synergistic.
Golly, you got some studies there.
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. Wow.
So it even helps vaccines work better. So when
Wow.
you get vaccinated, it's synergistic. Now we're into the second ingredient,
Oh, my goodness.
and that's Bocamonera. It inhibits breast cancer, but it synergistically helps everything that the brain's trying to do.
Wow.
It's it makes a lot of the breast cancer treatments work just much better with a lot less.
Wow.
And these are about new studies coming out. Kudzu,
Heard of that one?
yeah, kudzu growing all over the southern U.S. Here's a 2018 study showing that kudzu binds the AIDS virus. And that's pretty interesting because the receptor on COVID is the same as the AIDS receptor.
Oh, wow.
So maybe they'll be checking that out next. And it prevents it.
I know I wouldn't wait for them to check it out. I'd just give it a try.
Here it's synergistic on cerebral ischemia. That's whenever you had a stroke.
Wow.
It works with these other ingredients to help repair that. And it prevents when that area gets reperfused, that when blood starts going in there,
Right.
a lot of times that kicks on apoptosis and kills all those damaged cells. So this helps them repair, and you lose a lot less brain cells.
Oh, good. Especially if part of that brain was part of what helped you with some motor skills or something.
Right.
That'd be very important.
That's real important.
Yep.
And again, there's numerous studies where it helps. Helps all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I see something there where it says it helps with esophagus cancer.
That's right.
Wow. That's awesome. Awesome.
So, all these ingredients cross the blood-brain barrier.
Mm-hmm.
They help you get new life
Mm-hmm.
to your brain cells.
Mm-hmm.
And they've shown that in the controlled clinical trials that old people who take this, their brains look more like young people doing the same physical exercise. And that's what we like to do. Like, here I am, 76, and I feel young.
Well, good, Dr. Bill. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Don't forget, click the link below if you'd like to reference any of these articles. I know here he's got a very long-winded article, if you will, and lots of information. It's just more and more proof on how these plants work to help our bodies do what our bodies are designed to do, and they have a bunch of side benefits. Just the brain and nerve here, obviously, and the previous videos you've heard too. There's other benefits that taking these products do to help our bodies. So guys, please share this with each other, share this knowledge with each other. Let's don't wait on a gigantic study to come out. I mean, it's like he said, he gave a example there that the receptor on the COVID virus is very similar to the HIV, the AIDS virus. So don't wait on a study to see if it helps. It's a plant, it's natural, it's a food. Take it. I mean, let's nip this thing in the butt. Guys, until next time, this is For the Health of It.